In order, please stand and pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Now, Road and Bridge has done a budget, or at least a line item part here, right? We can discuss that as we go. Fire has also done one as well. And then in front of us is the complete expenditure worksheet. I guess I'm going to say, would like to start. I think if we take Road and Bridge, you guys are into that. I don't know if you worked with Zach on this, what those numbers are. It looks like.
Underline.
So, or gentlemen, if you guys know.
Get a chance to talk to Zach.
I think on the first page there is kind of what he was tasked to do with increases, what he's seen the past few years on like repair of vehicles, tires of personnel, the personal protective equipment, small tools are just some of the increases he's seen there. Other than that, I didn't get a chance to talk to him too. I just talked to him briefly.
I wonder if on the last page, because I told him, I said, difference from the 2026 budget, amount there, and add up all that, so I'm wondering, these are his talents.
Is that last page strictly snow removal? 'Cause that looks like that's snow removal.
Yeah, sand and salt, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the snow removal one. What? So, I guess my question is, the budget for last year for highways and streets was $324,000 for 2026.
Correct.
They spent $175,000 so far in streets and highways.
That's for the 26th though.
That's it.
Keep in mind that
That's
those dollars, we're not even through half a year yet.
I know, that's what I mean. This is through July 10th. 175,000 have been spent. So that would be around about 350,000 on a year, if you take that out a year basis. My thought, how much of what Zach had put in here for increases, do we have a total for that? Just on the road and bridge, or highways and streets, excuse me.
Looks like what he did is he put up a line item.
I know, I see it was all line item, but we didn't add all that up.
Part of what we're gonna try and do.
Joan, correct me if I'm wrong, it's, he's got a dollar amount and then he's got a plus and minus. Is that plus and minus of what the budget was, or?
Compared to the 2026.
If you look at that here, so the 2026 budget, one of what he has done.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2193. Budget 2193.
Mm-hmm.
So how we did it in the past, and correct me if I'm wrong, plug in the numbers,
Yeah, we looked at
we
the,
had them available for the next.
yeah, we looked at the expenditures, see what
Yeah.
we spent, and then what we're short, or what stood out, why was that increased or decreased?
This is gonna be a little bit, if you will. That's, was operating supplies, 2193.40. Well, out of 2026, we've only spent 445. So these dollars, all of these dollars, really need to last us until June of next year. Right?
Correct.
So,
Yep.
I mean, the fact that we're only $445, know that, year isn't over yet, basically. I think what we've done, this is different than projects, right? Operating cost, this is
Yeah.
gonna be
Fuel?
that comes out of general. Fuel, yeah. So,
One thing, where is the, I know the general fund, where's the capital for the, like, plow trucks and all that? Is that in the general fund, correct?
275. Page 10.
Yeah, that's kept that was budgeted $4 million. But we've only spent 219,000 out of that. The other question I have, I understand this stuff, but now with the extra worker back there, the salary and wages and para and FICA and Medicare and insurance, all that stuff is going to,
added. See that added anywhere in this?
no.
I estimated that at about 209.
Where did you put that?
First one.
431,000.
And how much was it?
109,600.
So, and then did you figure in the para contributions of FICA, Medicare, employer insurance?
So I did, FICA, Medicare, there's a percentage,
Right,
Para's gonna have to be, I suppose you could,
that's a percentage too.
yeah,
209,687.
Well, if you, if you just base it on what you had prior, that was about 40,000. I would assume that we'd be looking at about 45,000 for all those things added in. If I'm basically looping all those things together.
I mean, if you do the half plus the 7.5 times that 209,687, I mean, seems high, but the budget is.
Just with para and insurance,
Para.
yeah, para, FICA and Medicare, is that what you're talking about there?
Just para,
Just para.
yeah,
And that,
plus 7.
That's not counting the insurance
So FICA is, security, which is 6,000. Medicare was 3,041. Our medical insurance, I took what our new calculation was. I divided it up and then times.
Okay. What is,
I got 35,170.
can you give me the para and the FICA real quick again?
FICA is 13,000.
Because you're doing 9,000.
What's 29,000?
Para.
Yeah. So you're taking their wage times 14. FICA was 13,000. Medicare was 3,000. And the insurance, 35,172.
Yeah, 3,041.
Paid leave, I think the percentages are the same. Last year,
Probably like 1,200.
this started first of the year and so far we paid.
Yeah, and they're
So
short.
1,200 would be.
And they're short. Increase it? I think because they're gonna increase the payroll
What's-
tax.
course they are.
What's that on?
I know, it's in the statute.
What was that on?
Minnesota paid
Oh.
leave insurance.
And then, I'm sorry, Joan.
So you're gonna up that to 2,000?
Are paid, so the other employee and then our change, and then I divided it up. I got 35,170. The workers' comp, they go by your experience, modification. I mean, we haven't had any.
That, it's still,
Leave it at 4,500.
well, if we're going up here now,
Yeah, it's 44.99.
$5,000? 6, okay.
Child support one we could get rid of. 'Cause that's
That, just jumping back, that pay and other pay and fuel, fill, is that something that we're keeping?
I'm gonna remove
Moving that one? Okay, I just want to,
that.
well, pool fill, that happens.
Yeah, so everything at that 110, all the funds, so I use 110 for the pool. I'll remove the child support, because that,
Yeah, but there's something in that where the child support, like the next one, office supplies, is at 0. It's gonna carry on your books, whatever. It's gotta carry a 0.
so I can inactivate them, I believe, so they don't show up.
which would be wonderful.
This is a software thing, basically.
Yeah.
That's what the trouble
Yeah,
is. If you can do that, then we found a way around it.
You're gonna inactivate other pay and pull, fill wage and child
Just
support?
under- Just under,
The child support too, or?
yeah, because that's a general ledger. So then we can go to these figures that Zach has on this road and bridge.
Okay, so salaries and wages. Operating, 2193.
But.
He's got 200 for office supplies. Does he just get them from you, or what's going on?
That comes out of.
Do you bill them though?
No,
Or you just cover the whole?
this goes under general government.
So,
Remove it then, if it's,
Do we want to remove it, or do we want to leave it on there?
Haven't used anything. Allocated, it's too
I mean,
high.
I guess as a policy, do we want to just whole works, or do we want
what's easier for you?
well, we could, just as a general thing, because it skews the perception of an admin on how much you're using operating supplies. Where if you put 200 back there for them, and they come up and get stuff, you're gonna be in the neighborhood, and you acknowledge that they're using operating, office supplies.
The hard part is they'll come up and get 2 pounds.
Yeah, you're not, no, it's just,
Down and jot it down, it's just.
it's just to acknowledge that they're using a couple $100 a year in office supplies.
Yeah,
You're not, it's like, I borrow a pen, use a pen, it's not something significant, but it acknowledges that not all office supplies are being kept here. That would be the reason to do it.
And so, and I mean, and if we agree with this, and then we see the numbers when we get other office supplies, you guys, we can.
Yeah, because they got print maps for Sam, like crack sealing, chip sealing.
I can see that. Office supplies. Now we have operating supplies. All different. You want to take supplies and move it to actual office? Like that's what he tried to do.
What are your operating supplies back there?
So I believe that is just,
I think the operating supplies, that would be like their oils and stuff like that, grease and stuff, I would imagine.
Okay.
2,000.
I think that's fine.
Those,
We're gonna put that in,
That's 2,000.
1,000 for that. I don't think so.
I don't
who
think
knows what he's
so.
trying to do here, but
I don't think so.
No,
So just to clarify, the repair maintenance vehicles, that is more like the mowers and things like that, or because it's not the big trucks, because those are plow trucks.
Like your oil filters, anything.
well,
Right. But it says repair main vehicle, so is it just supplies, or is it actual repairs on it?
Both.
it's gotta be both,
vehicles slash.
because I can see the 6,000 for, for the trucks, because we had a couple of hefty repairs on that, manifold when that was leaking and stuff.
Well, that's what I would agree that it probably should be, make it 7,000 or something like that, I don't know.
That-
You guys tell me.
Yeah, I think so. I think
That would be a good close ballpark figure, I would say.
Tires. Done all the tires?
I think all the tires are in good condition, because we just put new tires on one of them, I believe. So,
Was that the 150?
I think it was the one.
So new tires on one of those vehicles is what? $2,000, yeah, 12, just 1,200, you think?
1,200 or 2,000, depending on what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it's probably 2,000.
So, but if we have new tires on everything, yeah, I'm just saying, that, he's got it as 3,000, it was 2,800, he actually upped it here just a little bit.
Yeah,
Because I think, like the loaders and stuff, I think we've got that all repaired, if I remember right.
I
We're
would
having
be
tire
fine
trouble.
with what he put there, 3,000, I personally am fine with it. But what do you?
No, good.
So 3,000 on tires.
Think about the PPE. A lot of it becomes personal, but what are we gonna be replacing? I mean, he's got it, year to date, we spent 1,600, but this was the boots, the chainsaw,
Yeah,
and that stuff's gonna last, I would assume.
should. Should be helmets and your gloves and stuff like that.
So it was 1,100, what we budgeted for 26. That includes things like that. I think those
We
were.
have to get stuff for Josh,
Probably.
I would assume.
so that's neat.
So I would, and especially like the boots and the helmet, gloves, they are what they are. He's asking for $2,000, I would assume that, I would think that would be.
Plenty enough for. Small tools and minor equipment. $2,000 is, or 1,900 is what we had, 153.
That's pretty fair, I'd say.
This one I'm a little bit confuzzled. 22,001 is what we budgeted for 26. 2,700 is what we spent. This was got written on there, down to 16, going down by.
I think that's no, we couldn't have spent that already on all that patches, could we have?
Done a lot of patching.
Yeah.
We did a lot of patching, I know.
Maybe he's got wishful thinking.
Yeah, they keep patching, it will be brand new.
I'm a little confused on this because we got, you've got
Couple at a time.
he's got 6,000 there, which makes me think that's what he wants.
That's what I take it.
And then he's got 16,000 for blacktop patch, so is that in addition to the 16,000? Because that blacktop patch is not included in street maintenance material.
Oh, so the 16,000 you don't think is included on
I
that?
don't think it's included.
Or is that what they've already spent? Well,
All that they are, I just don't
It's
think the
2,732.
blacktop patch got included in this.
oh, I see what you mean.
22,121 minus.
So if you take 6,000 plus 16,121.60, that gives you 22,121.60.
Adds up to what he's got.
Yep.
Knocked up by 16,000.
So why? Did he only use 6,000 in blacktop patch? I don't know. How much does it cost?
Well, that's pretty expensive. It's gone up
Well,
considerably.
that's my question. Are we,
That's why I'm kind of trying to figure out what the 6,000 is about.
Let's take that as an action item. Follow up
I
with
think
them.
you need to follow up and find out what's.
I think they picked up when the plants opened, which was it, April?
Yeah, it was the end of April.
Yep, and then I think he's probably already picked up more.
Oh, yeah, he has. They've been
So-
on a couple different times.
Yeah,
Because they were over here and did a bunch of patching just down over here.
so I'll take, if you wanna talk to him and take that as an action item,
And ask them what they spent already.
yes.
Because I think he's saying.
Yeah, which doesn't make
down to
sense.
6,000. If I'm reading the writings here.
Yeah.
Correctly. So the other part of
Well-
that too is if this really is only going down to quote blacktop patch, that's gonna be the hot mix that they
Yeah.
run. and get, right?
Oh, you know what? Well, okay, I'm confused about it, but that's all right.
So anyway, and I don't have a problem with holding on to that, but let's split the difference and let's use this 16,121. The actual, we're gonna go down to 16,000. We'll reduce it by 6,000,
Okay,
not the other way.
Okay.
That way there's not a huge surprise, you know what I mean? And
so just say that we got or we need 16.
16,121 is what we're
Ask him
putting in.
his philosophy
Yeah,
about
you know
that.
what I mean? So let's just say that's not a negative, that's gonna be the actual amount we budget for, right? Because then at least at that, we've got 10 grand if he's saying no.
I agree with that.
Other services, that was a question, but I think other professional services, OSHA stuff, right?
Is this engineering fees, is that,
That's like Sandy Lake.
that's why it's 8,200?
Maintenance.
Okay, all right, you want to go line by line, all right, that's cool, nope, I totally agree with that, that's what we should be doing anyway. Okay, so 26, so 82 to whatever, but that's Sandy Lake, so that's not a project that's completely come to fruition at this point. So, when we did the reschedule, when we redid the whole budget, whatever, with our engineering fees really in road and bridge anymore?
There's some in there too. Quite a bit in there. We've had.
At 45,670. 112.
I would say put more into that, 43100, because you got your stuff.
Yeah, because he's coming Wednesday with the microsurfacing survey for Hunter Street, the crack sealing proposal, and then the chip seal, the 2.8 miles on the lakes.
So what are we putting in for engineering fees?
Spent 8,256.50.
$1,000. Put it at that, so we're not strangling ourselves. Legal fees, was that for? Well, and here's why I say that, when we rearranged everything, I think we can keep this at 0. The reason I say that, and we'll have to chase it every time, but that 2773 can be attributed to the 100th Street. Then when we get the MSA funding for that, let that bid, this will actually be, we had to pay it from somewhere.
So it'll come out of that
Start this,
then.
I would suggest that we
I
start,
would say 0.
some kind of a fund, if you will, as we go, that capture all of the things we're doing on quote, future road projects, right? Because we're gonna have to pay all the bills from the engineering and planning and all of that stuff right up to the minute. Then at that point in time, we can get the money. So that's gonna be kind of a nest egg, and maybe it just happens. But at any rate, I would suggest that that,
Yep.
I mean, just because those dollars are, I think. Planning and zoning, I'm not sure, that's gotta be,
We haven't spent any, why don't just leave it at 0?
Leave that at 0 too then?
SCBA's, they really don't.
Well, they have to, for the times where they have to have a mass, it's,
For the grapple,
huh?
for when they go out in the grapple.
No, it's if they're in any environment where they have to use a breathing mask, HEPA filter, that kind of thing, that's all part of that kind of deal. I mean, if they have to, and I don't know if Josh has been certified on that part where he'd have to do, it's not a SCBA physical, but it's you have to be able to be okay to wear a mask, and I don't know what the policy is for maintenance on getting that every year.
Part of what we do with with Warren Wesley, whether we want to continue with him and do that or not, whatever. Would be a fit test if it was required. Literally, that'd be put the charcoal filters and the banana smell.
That's,
And that, I don't know that we have anything back there that we do that with. The only time that there would be anything where they would need something like that would be if they were going to find space. That's not going to be there.
yeah, they're not confined space legal, and then the other thing, my thought is if there's something where they're having to spray and they need to do have a filter mask on, that kind of thing.
But anyway, I don't know that we should leave it as 0. I think we leave it, that's just make it 50.
Yep.
So we have some dollars in there in case. Then the next one, other professional services, whatnot. Here's the one that he checked. He doesn't know what that, we don't know. Let's make that an even 500. Pre-employment, now this is going to be the background checks and all those kind
Well, depends on what you're doing, so that you do the background check.
What's your, DOT?
DOT physical, yeah.
of.
What, at 200?
200?
Telephone and internet. Cell phone, 1349.
So, yeah, so Jay, on that one, we probably should have a discussion on that if we want Josh to have a phone. I know we decided temporary not to have it. But they're on call, say with the park, where the person called me at 8 o'clock Saturday night for rental. But I think we should look at getting Josh a cell phone. I'm not going to talk about now, we can talk at the meeting, Wednesday meeting, but there's something to think about, because if he's going to be using, if they're on call,
Why can't
how
you?
are they going to use them? How are they going to call him, on his personal cell phone, or if he's not available?
My thought was that, I don't want to get deep into it, but, Zach has one because he's the supervisor, and then there's that second one. And whoever might be on call would have that second one. That's what my assumption was.
Well, my understanding, they're all on call, but like if Zach is on vacation, then he'll tell Phil, hey, I'm out. But I think then they, if it's a large tree, that Phil, or
Yeah.
Josh needs one.
Right, but can you then just give the phone to, if he's on vacation, can you give the phone to the other person? That's what I did with the chief's phone when I was over there.
Well, I think you'll look into it, because, with vendors or stuff like that too. So both of them are gone, or just something to think about.
I think we should look into it for the future anyway, because
They're not cheap.
No. Well, and at this very moment, I'm going to call it probation, but he still is kind of on that, so.
Yep.
And moving forth, I think what we need to do is we need to have the conversation first. We brought Josh on because we knew Phil was retiring. Right? And so once Phil retires, we'll have a free phone.
Correct.
on
But, yeah.
unaccounted for phone,
Yeah, Phil's phone would just go to Josh at that point.
I would think. If Josh definitely has made it that far.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking if it's, we can talk later, but if they get on call, you know, they're all on call.
Well, Josh has a cell phone, right? I mean, yeah, everybody has cell phones. Assuming Josh has a cell phone.
Yeah, so do we want them guys to call his personal cell phone then?
Or if this was a temporary thing, we'd think about giving him a stipend for the use of cell phone.
Yeah,
Because ultimately it would be short-lived because Bill retires, whatever.
I just, I have concerns about spending $1,000 on a cell phone that we're only gonna use for a year. No,
So, but anyway, cell phone, we're still gonna have one, so we've spent $545 to date, well, two, I should say.
$50.
So we had 1349 budgeted for 2026. 1349.84. Was that what the cell phone bills were? Okay, so if we make it 1,400. At this point in time, that's what.
yeah, 14 is fine.
So leave it at 14.
Yeah.
Education, 224.97. We haven't spent anything at this one. Let's make that 300. Or 250.
Well, I think what he was, he was taking that one course that we approved. So I think there's several courses in that continuing education. That,
Well, I know you want to discuss more of this on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That whole thing, and
Yep.
we can wait until then to get into that.
I think that's why you increased it.
I think what's going to wind up happening is, well, I don't see any, oh, he's good. I'm not even looking at his, sorry, guys. I'm just going
Oh.
down the line. Okay, well, and so let's leave that, right now. We had $224. Because then we'll have the rest of this discussion on Wednesday. Okay? Bump that up a little bit, but we'll. So mileage, this would gonna, I'm assuming this would be mileage then. Spent nothing, we budgeted 61. Thousand. Cost of fuel, even for us, whatever is gonna
Is that, Joan, is that the fuel for their driving? To the maintenance expos and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's more for the,
well, I would think it would be all fuel that's non-plowing
go.
related.
18,000 was not budgeted for them to drive to the.
Well, I was just asking.
Yeah,
So I'll be honest with you, so 18K and we spent 450, something's in the breakdown is funny, but even at that, if we double that, whatnot, so that's.
20,000?
It doesn't make sense to me either. I think with fuel costs the way they are and they're not going down.
I think that number should be 20,000.
yeah, I believe, yeah. Because if it does go down, at least, well, we'll still have it in there.
Ask them that one too.
Was for,
Blacktop.
Yeah,
I want to say 0, because.
I would go 0. And that's
Employment
employment
ads,
ads
0.
would be 0.
Is that the 5,000 for the maintenance? Ability and working out on I'll bet you even they're feeling it as well. That's not.
I would call it 5,000, huh? 6 or 5?
I would say
5,000.
And why are we going down to 2,000 going on there?
Yeah, is this refuse disposal just the maintenance department?
That's gotta be everybody. There's no way you could just,
So everybody goes under that general fund, which is,
I mean, they just got
page 4
that big
is
dumpster.
every, divide up the, fire department. Everything for the garbage goes under that. I
Under,
don't think we need
under the 41,940, are you saying?
that.
Okay, so that basically,
Wonder if that's like cleanup day.
well,
I haven't did, but that's.
I thought cleanup day would be separate from that.
so I honestly, if it's all going under general government, that should probably be 0 then, because if the fire department and maintenance and admin are all, and it's all coming out of the general government fund, why do we have it in other things?
Well, and then why is refuse disposal on page 4, 506?
Yeah, that's my question.
That's about $100. And that's for the garbage.
Right, but how did it get to be 15,000?
Liz did them, remember? So I don't know.
So,
must be putting minutes.
but we haven't, okay, so we haven't used any in that anyway this year, so I would 0 this out, huh? Is that what we're?
Well, under the refuse disposal here, we gotta make that the real number. So $100 a month, what, is that what you're saying?
105.
Oh,
105.
but it would,
Hang on, I'm trying to get everything figured out here. So we skipped over page 4, whatnot, went right into highways and streets. So
Right.
we haven't even met that. But when we come back to that, for some reason and somehow, we have to come up with a 15,000.
That would be more.
That must be cleanup. put
yeah,
on
that
the
probably
cleanup.
adding cleanup in there.
Yeah, I'll bet you that's added on there, yeah.
So are we gonna say, is
So,
there any way that we can add this to the next one and call that cleanup?
so back on on the government one, you want to just make that,
To me, if we're gonna do that, cleanup day should be there as well, on
so
the general government one.
just make it 16,000 back on the general one and 0 out all the other ones? All right, I put it in there on page 4. It's written in pen, can't change it.
So is that 384?
Yeah, 384 under the 41,940.
So we're gonna make that 16,000?
We get 8,900 for the SCORE grant
Right.
typically.
Unpaved street,
Oh, that's for the grading for the,
what's that, 2,000, okay?
1,000?
Keep it at 800.
no, 2,000.
No, make it 2,000. And then repair and maintenance of equipment, $20,000, no change.
Okay, I got just a question because I'm not understanding. The 220 was repair main vehicles and supplies, and this is repair equipment. What's the difference?
The 401, the Indian is more capitalized.
Okay, so the 220 is basically like lawnmower blades,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Smaller stuff.
This would be the manifold that went bad.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just want to clarify.
Okay, no change. One is paved street, 21,049.
Is that where your blacktop patch came into?
This is not gonna include crack sealing
I
and
think,
patching.
I think,
This was Home Pros on West Branch.
Oh, Seal Pros?
278. They're the paved street repairs that you want.
So this was,
Which
this
are the
was,
maintenance.
this was a 2026 payment, correct?
Yeah, it was-
part of
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
It was 37,000 something we
Yeah.
paid them.
And then West Branch.
So how much you guys gonna need back there every year for that on average?
for,
Well, we'd like to hope that Seal Pros isn't gonna drag it out until the second year.
No, I agree.
So that'd be 35, we had 21 in there, then we'd be about right at 21,000.
Okay, I just want, I didn't know what the
And I think
annual,
it's good that we had the 21,000 in there.
well,
so,
So I would actually entertain bumping that up to like 25.
I would agree.
fine with that.
Machinery and equipment. And we don't really have a list, and maybe what we probably should, with this machinery and equipment, you know, what are we gonna buy new? 27.
Well, we're getting a new zero turn.
Is 11,000 already that happened in 26.
5 is installing it.
That's
Because of capital.
that no more.
but
But we're gonna have something, you know what I mean, if one of the sanders goes bad, or,
I would say probably put something in for, because we bought some cutting edges.
Yeah.
I believe we should have enough of them for,
Yeah, he usually buys like a year's worth.
yeah, so we've got plenty of them for this year.
Wouldn't that be under the maintenance and equipment one?
Yeah, repairs.
I'm thinking new stuff, this is like if you needed to buy a new pressure washer,
Oh,
or you needed a new,
air
a
compressor.
whole piece of equipment,
Oh, I see.
not replacement parts.
oh, I see, okay.
That's what I'm thinking this is.
And we budgeted 0 for 26 in there. Don't necessarily. So we don't know what to budget for.
Anybody make out what he
Does that
wrote
say
there?
historically?
50,000.
Township?
Could this be capital equipment fund? That's what he's asking.
Oh,
Yeah. That's what
So that's basically a capital equipment fund, which I would agree that this should be changed to being capital equipment fund. But that's just me.
404, it is a capital.
Yep.
but is that what's in the general fund though for them currently? Allocated for them.
What is the general fund?
But yeah, but they had money in there. Fire department had you know, like, they,
Yeah.
so,
Well, that's what I think this should be is and
yeah, I was just trying to see what is it currently?
yeah, and if there is money in that, you make this a capital equipment fund and then transfer whatever else is in there, transfer it.
Like,
in.
what do we have in there? 50,000, we have spent 11,000 on,
We have to,
And what was budgeted was 0, right? And so we had 56 year to date.
You get,
That's not in this, at this.
you get 20,000 in there. Highway and Streets has 10,000 in heavy machinery and 10,000 motor vehicles. Capital project funds. You go to like page 7 or whatever it is. If I'm reading it right.
11?
11? Yeah, page 11. At 10,000 heavy machinery and 10,000 in motor vehicles, or 20,000 for the capital project fund, for the 401 fund. That make sense?
Yes.
I think we
Oh,
should,
You guys should move that 5635 to that.
say what?
Move that expense 5635 to that fund 401.
Well, that's probably where it should have came out of, to be honest. Because you already have your capital equipment fund. It's already there. It's a 401 fund. Just divide it out a little more.
And if we're gonna do that, we already have, then literally this can be zero again.
No,
Because
Just need-
we're authorized, or I mean, planning for it in a different
yeah,
spot.
well, you already had the money there, 10,000, it was this,
Correct.
what was the 56 for? Was it for?
On that town meeting.
Yeah, so that would be heavy machinery.
Or I can put it under that motor vehicle.
Yeah, either or.
Anyway, it should be zero.
Yeah.
For that reason. Tree trimming and chipping. 4.
well, I think he's talking about, going out there and we're gonna,
Our maintenance department
Well-
go out there, or?
well, that's another thing, because some of the areas, it's just so overgrown, they can't do it. So I think that's why he increased
Yeah, I
it.
think it's, yeah.
So is this for the 5624? That's what we budgeted in 26. That was that gonna be for the guys going out and actually doing the work, or hiring it done?
I think that was for hiring it out for some of the stuff that they don't have the equipment for.
Well, because, I mean, I'll guarantee you, we're gonna have probably expenditures of $6,000 and.
Goes under professional service, she says, for the vendors.
Yeah. So the 967.22, what was that expenditure?
Oh, that one.
Was the guys doing it, or we hired?
Metro Tree Service? Personally, this should be, I thought this would be our people doing it.
Probably should be, so I'm gonna put that, and I'm gonna move that. Other question.
So,
So you're gonna move, so then this will just be our guys doing it then?
Yep,
Okay.
So we're gonna leave that at 960.
nope. So what we're gonna say is that, I think we could probably make it 5,000.
Yeah, I would say 5,000, I don't know. We just have to find out how much time of year they actually do that. But where it would come out of.
Here we get to heavy machinery again. So 1687,
Oh, you got rentals. Rentals, yes, $3,000.
What are we renting?
that's like the
Like skid steer for
Lifts,
projects?
Lifts.
Skid steers and I suppose scissors lifts when he's doing.
Yeah, didn't he do something over, what was it, development? He used it.
Well, we had to use it to, down by the lake where we got those ruts, but we used it also for when
Oh, yeah.
we,
Beach.
finished up the, yeah, well, we did the beach and then we did that road just up the, on the other side of the lake there, where it was flooding. I told him to go over and,
I would probably take his suggestion at 3,000 for rental. And then the rest all can be zero, so you come down to heavy machinery. What does he have here?
My curiosity is,
Well, isn't that back to that other fund again?
what we're gonna put down for rentals.
3,000.
See?
Yeah, we have 10,000 in heavy machinery under the 401 fund, so.
what's the difference between the 401 and the 540?
Really nothing.
Well, the 401's is the
Capital improvement.
capital fund, that's.
Correct. That's what I'm saying, so, and there's a very specific amount. Now, keep in mind, remember, some of these like 168730. These were changes that happened that Liz probably
I
did
think she just added
to
the,
make everything fit.
whatever that, percentage was. So,
But again, if that's 10,000 in there, I think that should be zero.
yeah, which there wasn't any expenditure there this year. Same with motor vehicles.
Road signs and equipment,
I think we probably, I'd probably leave that, take him at 7,000 for that. Reimbursement, but
That could be zero.
budget 225.
I think we must add something in there and then this added, we probably had 200 in there and then got,
fund and reimbursement, was that?
The only time that we use that refund is on
Leave that at zero.
Yeah. Go to, snow, ice.
Yes. So he doesn't have any change, let's just. Snow and ice removal, so that's gonna be salt and sand.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Because of, all the, not snowing.
I
yeah.
Look at the farmer's almanac.
I think we would shoot ourselves in the foot if we reduced it to 50.
Make it 20?
Okay.
So salaries and wages, that's gonna go up 27, because we're gonna have. So are we going to have Josh in a plow truck, I would assume? Quote, one less.
Josh is a Class A, right?
Yeah,
His wage, whatever. And, so let's, since we don't have to bring on another person, it's probably not gonna be any less than this, but we don't.
5,000? Yeah, I'm going
what do you wanna put on there?
25. Then you got all these para stuff again.
Haircut, let's leave them all the same, because we,
Not
so
gonna
if all
change.
those are actuals, then.
Okay. Then medical personal. That one's a- That's their medical contribution,
Oh.
because you
that's
have
our-
contributions up at 125 up.
Do we pay unemployment compensation for somebody?
I'm our workforce,
Medical personnel, medical
Or the
personnel, right? So this is the drug testing.
Drug testing, okay,
yeah.
So I think that should be,
okay.
Really quick, we had an expenditure of $417 in that unemployment compensation. On that? Yeah, zero.
So, have a couple snowplow drivers out. I did, and we are.
So I would recommend we at least put, if we had a couple and after we had 417, probably put $500 in there, huh?
So the employer paid vacation. I'm thirsty. Minnesota paid leave, so I do keep track of, Phil and Zach when they snowplow.
That's
You
what
know I
that
mean?
is, okay.
Yeah. So you guys wanna keep all that?
yeah, we'll keep
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, hang on. So that is only Phil and Zach?
Well, it's everybody, but then there's a pair.
All the other snow plow drivers as well? Okay.
So you guys can keep track of how much.
No, that's fine, but I just wanted, I didn't know if we had a seasonal drivers or whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
We won't know what that under. But W maintenance.
That's wastewater.
Frontier Trails.
Yeah, this can be deleted, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's funky hoe.
Oh, let's see here, cemetery fund. Had a few more dollars in there, is this something, this has always been something that's been, obviously we budget for it, whatever, but it's been self-contained.
Yes.
Question is gonna be,
I don't think so.
I mean, eventually someday when all the lots are sold and there's no more dollars to be had.
Yep.
There it is.
Wages will go up, because, I mean, we're, have engineering, we're revamping the map and having Hawkins and Anderson update it, and Marlene's digging, doing more stuff,
Yeah, I mean, in the near future, they're gonna go up, but eventually, because I know she raised the lot fees got raised, and
Correct.
so there should be some more dollars to fund that, but at some point, yeah, all the lots are gonna be sold, there's no more money coming in.
Yeah, because how much did we have in there? Was it 9,000 currently?
1,850.
Because we probably sell, I think we sold several this year. Several.
Well, and if we don't sell any, we still have all the maintenance on that.
Correct, the maintenance comes out.
So I think it's just to note that you're gonna have a long-term liability of, in the short term of $10,000-12,000 a year that's gonna cost you to take care of that place.
Yeah, right now we have $10,150 left.
No.
And if we want to survey,
That's including all the lots.
yes,
This year, whatever.
that's what we got. Every time they mow, it comes out of there. Anything Marlene's doing, or Hawkins and Anderson updating, that's why they're updating the cemetery map once a year.
Well, and all of that is legitimate stuff. It
Yes.
is what it is. So I was thinking about salaries and wages, so that's gonna
Yeah.
be. And then, Zach and Phil and Josh out there. Plowing too, probably.
Yeah, they do.
That's not gonna go down.
Put a sign out there, ask for donations on that last one to help maintain the cemetery. Just saying, it's a way
I
to,
don't think we have any other pay in pool fill.
About to leave that.
So I think 7,500 is gonna be the,
Yeah. On the cemetery, are we gonna, since we got 10,150, are we gonna be, you think now's the time to ask the public to fund that? You know, like grand or $5,000 or something? Cause I mean,
well, it's gonna
depends.
come out of the general fund. The cemetery is our obligation, no matter what. But
Correct.
yes, once we absolutely run out of money here.
Okay, cause
but
some years you only sell a few lots. This year's been a little bit hot, you know, I don't know.
it'll be, we'll have to, you have to come up with a funding mechanism, and that's why I mentioned that, maybe we can put advertisements on it.
Because Marlene said if we do a survey out there, she believes there's probably 50, I thought she said, available lots left in that one area, and then the thing will be filled. So,
And I think that any obligation that is a deficit of what we're budgeting here, deficit of what is actually in, is gonna come out of this year if we get
okay.
an obligation we
I think it's appropriate.
No, we haven't asked the public for anything.
have. We're gonna borrow money unless it's extremely expensive. But yes, once this becomes quote underfunded, and this
It might be.
27 may be the last year, then yes, it will not fund that.
Yeah.
How would we, I mean, if we ever had to do anything, how would we fund that then?
What?
Page one of your
Would we
revenue
have
sheet,
to,
you estimated 2,500 revenue, you've been over 7,000 so far.
Right. You know what I mean? I mean, so that's why I'm saying 27 might be the last year. But I think we can plan accordingly for that to happen. Deficit is gonna come out of the general fund, it's gonna show if it has to. Look,
Yeah.
it's not self-supporting anymore, and then everything we've got, basically, yes, we'll levy $10,856, whatnot, in 28. Whatever we believe that
maintain it?
number.
Maybe put a donation button on the website for people to donate to upkeep the cemetery. People will do it.
And like you said, there's still more lots to sell.
Yeah.
We could put ads on.
No.
Advertising. Cars anybody. But eventually it's become 100%
Yeah.
Okay, so, if 75/44, make that 76. All the rest of the wages are really. Tariff,
Same.
FICA, Medicare, that all is gonna stay.
Yeah.
What's that 404 for the Engineering fees.
Hawkinson Anderson updating the maps.
Yeah, they've been,
Oh, for that, okay.
So I would say that, are they done? Are we gonna ask them to do?
Go ahead, yeah.
So we're looking at 1,200?
Yeah, because he estimated that it would cost what, Joan? $60 to $70 per lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it, yeah.
Maybe into it already then. So 404 we spent year to date, right? That's on Hawkinson Anderson.
Just looking into stuff, I think like the
And now we spent
GIS.
Another 1,200, so that's plus another $60 a lot.
But yeah, depending on how many we have to update, because we only want them to update once a year.
Well,
You might have 4, you might have 3, you might have 7.
but are we going to, so that's moving forward, or is that 60 times all the lots we
No,
have? the first
no,
time
it's
around?
moving forward. 60 or, he averaged
All
60.
the new ones that are,
So,
Yes.
okay, so $1,200 is what we owe, 404 we've already spent. 1,200 we think is gonna be.
I-
So what we're gonna owe, the year-to-date amount, if it was at the
1,000.
end of 26, gonna be $1,200 or $1,600,
yeah.
right? Okay, so we think at some point in time, if we do that, 2,000 and it's.
I think we should, because if you have 4 people that just say pass away in 2027, he's got to make that update. And charge $60, $70 per one. There might be more.
Well,
but if you,
yeah, if 10 people go in, that's gonna be $700.
yeah,
So
it's not gonna be $2,000, no.
$2,000, so 1,600 is what we're gonna pay this year, but hopefully, that is a one-time shot to
Yeah.
get everything.
Gonna say,
So we budgeted 0, we're gonna spend 16.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's gonna
Okay.
come out of the 10.8, but when we think about it, whatnot, it's probably gonna be, let's just say 10 a year for conversation purposes.
$600.
$700.
Yeah.
So I think that should be probably 700.
Yeah. I'll just put it in there.
700 instead of the 2.
Bad year,
Yeah.
So if you do that, it would be 22. 1,200 plus.
No, because we're only, because what Jay's saying, they're gonna update the map this year, so that $1,200
Yeah.
expenditure will come up. This is for going forward, that they're already gonna have that map already done, the whole map, color coded everything. And then whoever passes away, like say, like Jay said, 10 people in 2027, they're gonna charge us $60, $70 to update that on a yearly basis. That's what
Yeah.
this is. That makes
But
sense. Did I
should
say
you have
that
the
right?
1,200?
no, because that would be, we're not paying
Yeah, that's just-
1,227, we're paying that this year.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna do the big
It took
job.
me too, so they got me, so don't worry.
We're talking 27, folks,
Yep.
How much is that? I'm sorry.
At 700.
700.
Legal fees, $997. It's probably gonna be something moving forward, whatever, every time.
One person?
I think that, well, the $997 here in legal fees,
That was for that.
Wasn't that the dispute one?
Yes.
That was the dispute one, where he thought he should have the lot and,
Yes.
and
No,
he doesn't get it. I don't think we're gonna have any of those, that, there's not
I
gonna
don't
be.
think so. That's the
I don't
first
think
one
that's
I
gonna
had in
be-
17 years.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything there.
Just leave that.
Mileage, they're not going
Lawyers
anywhere.
get involved and it's 10 grand next year.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, since we already have something in there, let's do at least $500.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, it's costly. Everything we're talking about, gentlemen, here right now
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is what it is. Fuel, $123, 67. Call it 125. Let's make it even.
Yeah.
The mileage was 0.
$50 for the,
Probably gonna remain the same. For the insurance, we
Everything else
don't,
zeros,
everything else is zeros.
the sign for donations.
Can I ask you about the 122 FICA? Estimated way too high. FICA 7%. You have 11.
6.25.
7% of the wages is only about.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
$55. Half of that. 1153, 7%, $500 and some dollars. I just think they overshot the amount on. They've only spent $210 so far on $3,400
Yep.
on FICA.
500.
Well, I'm trying to help you out here.
Trying to move things along, right?
No.
Yep, no, I think,
I would agree with that. The reason it didn't trip me though is because when we thought wages and salaries, and we're gonna keep that at 7,600, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
1,100 in social.
I think it's
Security.
I think something got put in there in error.
These all came from Liz.
I know, that's what I mean. I think something got put in there in error.
So, but I would definitely agree changing that to 500.
500, yep.
Yeah, 1,150.
Well, that pays for that covers the legal fees you added in.
Absolutely, right? For 1 year.
For half a dispute.
Exactly. Bruce, that's awesome. All righty, are we golden on what we believe that cemetery is gonna be? All righty, government buildings. We don't need government buildings, let's sell them all.
This can be deleted.
Are we jumping it, is that into the fire fund then?
We are now into the fire fund.
That, the repair and maintenance on the government building, is that a zero out that's gonna go
It's gonna be
away?
deleted,
Yeah.
she said.
That's what I figured. So just so you're aware, a lot of those 42200s got eliminated because I wanted to better accounting over at the fire department as to where money was being put to. So that's why there's almost nothing in any of those 42200s.
Okay, so you're saying zeros should be there.
There should be zeros there except for the fire pension and the general liability. Joan, you'd have to answer that general liability one. Yep. Those two should stay the same.
The general liability, 361.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
The fire pension at the top of
Oh.
page 7.
Oh, 25, yep, okay.
That's gonna stay at 25.
Yeah, 25,000, and then the other one's 9,280. It's, pensions on the top page right here where it says old. 25,000.
Yeah, for some reason, that didn't get included in that fire department copy. The
Yeah,
pension
25,000.
one did not get included there. Oh, there it is. It's up, oh, I see where it happened. It got switched on the page.
Okay, there's one.
Yeah, it got switched on the page.
And then general liability, the 9280 stays.
Yes.
Oh, I'm following you guys. Okay, and then the fire admin is where we're gonna add the salary.
The salaries for the chief and assistant chief and Kayla's work as the deputy clerk, that's what that salary and wage is for. That's strictly,
To date, it's 28.4. We budgeted 36 and 26 for that.
I would just leave it at 36. right?
Well, it's gonna be added, Kayla's, when she does filing and that kind of stuff over there. So the chief and the assistant chief wages have not changed at all. But Kayla doing, anytime she does any filing and stuff over there, that gets attributed. And Joan, how many hours a week were you estimating Kayla did over there, like, 3 or something? 3 to 5 hours a week?
So it's not a big number. So
Well, it's not a big number. It's gonna be,
is 36 still reasonable? That's the question.
I personally think you should put it at 40. That would cover part of Kayla's wages over there. What I would think.
Then para, FICA, all of that is gonna go up.
What about other pay and pool fill
So that
wage?
is a pool.
But,
Pool pay, then one right below it?
yeah, that's a pool fill.
Yep.
And that, to be honest, I don't know that you need to budget for that because that gets paid for anyway, but you can put something in there, whatever you want. Year to date, it's 110, or 1,110. I would imagine it's gonna be about $2,000 a year, but that gets paid for out of the pool fill money.
Call it 2,000.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so now with the increase in that, para's gonna go up, FICA's gonna go up.
Joan, so the wages you base all the para and FICA is gonna be 42,000, correct? Because all that gets put in there with the pool fill wages too, right? Or not?
Yeah, so the para is just Kayla. That she, $4,000 times
Okay.
14%.
160?
560.
560?
So you wanna make para 560? Let's say 600.
All right.
FICA, same thing.
That's the FICA.
2,600?
$42,000.
Yeah. Medicare,
Medicare.
600?
us, I think. Employer paid insurance, $3.56.
Just Kayla.
$10?
That's the piece. Think.
I think you make it 600.
For the paid leave.
Because you've already spent 259. Or is that with both payrolls in there? That's
should
with
be all of
both, that's with both payrolls, then you could do 300, to be honest.
317 is what it was before.
Yeah.
So you wanna reduce?
My 320 would be fine.
So 320?
320, yeah.
Supplies, here we go. Now, they're self-contained over there, they don't necessarily. So,
Just say 1,000?
I would agree with 1,000, that, because it's depending on the year and what you're doing, it's 1,000 would be appropriate.
so when we go to, the daycares and things like that.
But that, if you look down further, that's in fire prevention. This is one that's gonna get zeroed out. Yeah, I want that inactive, because if you look down, there's another 207 under fire prevention.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, legal fees.
Is that for the dance? For the contract?
I'm betting, but that shouldn't have been out of the fire department.
Well, because
That shouldn't have been, that shouldn't have been out of the fire department. What was the 570 for?
like handbooks, anything like that? No?
Nope.
Because I know Battle in the Rock God. Interesting.
Yeah. The only thing they would look at is if there's any.
There was,
Oh, was that for the gym membership or anything like that? Looking over no
Oh,
contract?
fire contract.
Blue Hill? Blue Hill?
Blue Hill, but that,
Worked with them on the elections and those kind of
oh,
things.
okay.
And then Blue Hill Fire contract, and there it was 500. So they'll be looking at Blue Hill Fire contract probably every year, right?
Yes.
If there's a change, we had to change a couple things because of the, we had some things.
Just want to put 500 or 600?
I think 500 is probably. I think, because if this, any of this is with the Rock Gods, they do have.
And we are gonna, for that contract, did they already pay it? Because we're only paying for the liquor license that got approved, insurance.
I haven't
Yes.
seen anything on a contract.
Well, that's what we're paying, that's what it comes out.
Yes,
This is
for
what the
that,
Fire department.
yes.
We're doing the liquor license.
And the insurance. So they must have already,
Yeah, I was talking with them.
Lance? okay.
So, but I would say that there's gonna be some legal fees, we don't know what they are. Year to date, the year's only half, not even half over.
Okay. The next three there should get eliminated or put in active, Joan.
Telephone and internet, this is
Yep,
gonna stay the same, isn't it?
as far as I know.
So $4,000?
Yeah.
That's the phone over there on the internet.
Yeah. Not the cell phone.
Oh, okay, good.
That's just,
Landline, the fax line.
That's
There's,
not gonna change moving to, flavor from, alter this at all.
shouldn't.
Postage, $22.
Here's the cell phones. Just put 600,
600.
printing and,
Trying to remember what that was. I don't remember right now.
That's Metro.
Oh, the printers.
Back from January.
Yeah, the printers.
That's,
So that is a one-time thing, or?
Yeah.
$150?
you moved that to.
I moved that to fire station and building. So that's where that's gonna be in the future. So this is gonna get zeroed out.
so just zero on that?
yeah.
General liability and property insurance. Water. 1687.
I would say 2,000 because it's,
2,000 it
Yeah.
is.
because Princeton, we pay Princeton for the water, so it's probably gonna go up. you know.
Miscellaneous, 200.
That's gonna stay the same,
I would zero it, just, you have,
zero.
part of the reason that miscellaneous got something is because of the revamping all of these, when Burkhardt took over, they wiped out all the codes.
That was an ugly thing.
So now these codes will help for budgeting for the future. That's why we redid this. So
Zero.
I would just do zero.
Dues and subscriptions, $900.
Yeah, well, some of it hasn't come through yet.
I'm
That's,
just saying, so is
So
900 a
900?
real number, or should we make it 1,000, or?
no, I would say at 900, because you pay for the State Fire Chiefs Association. There's Firehouse Magazine, Fire Engineering, things like that. That's the gospel of firefighting.
Salaries and wages. Spent 92.
So that's has both January and July's wages in it, correct? Okay.
3,520?
Yeah, there's no increases in the wage scale. It's basically how many calls they get. And as far as I know, they're at the same pace as they were last year.
I've
So,
got 83,520, what we did for,
right, but
the actual is 92.
that's because the call volume went up by 50.
I know, but.
I'm just telling you, that's the explanation for that.
So is 92 enough, or you want to say that?
I personally think it should be, just put it at 95 just to make it round rather than, but that's just me.
Okay, other pay pool.
Scott, that was back.
Yeah, that's under the admin one, right? Yeah.
So that's zero.
That's gonna be zero. So then all the other thing, that other para zero, FICA will be based, we still have to do FICA and all that, whatever that's gonna be, 95,000.
Para can be zero, but,
1,400 Medicare?
14.
About zero.
It's,
Payroll.
yeah,
January.
yeah,
So
that's,
paid leave.
Yeah.
Paid 26.
yeah. Beta,
Fighters and tree trimmers.
well, and, yeah, it's for every one of them, no matter how many hours, how much they do, so.
No.
If we spent 2,700 based on the fact that both payrolls went in there, I don't see a problem with putting that at 3,000. I mean, there shouldn't be any more in this year. Or, you know what I mean? Or for next year. Huh? What should be at?
Yeah, no, that should be, it's gonna be. Let's make it 3,000, just so we don't
Yep.
shoot ourselves. Operating supplies,
400?
forms.
You need-
1,000 we budgeted, 7,800. 1,000 we spent, 1,800.
We had a lot of people come on, but we've got I don't know that the uniforms have come through from all the new people. They hired 5 new people, right?
Yes.
And I don't think those bills have come through yet either, so
So 8 grand?
I'd say 8 grand. No,
400?
that
Why are we only at 876 at the moment?
haven't had any big issues with them this year. Last year we had more issues, but they're getting to the end of their life cycle, so that's gonna be something that they're gonna have to think about over there for a grant.
500, is that what
Yeah,
you said?
35, yeah.
Thousand?
Yep.
So, we're 11.2.
Can I revisit the PPE real quick?
Yeah.
You got 2 new firefighters over there that are likely not gonna be really fit in the old gear because they're somewhat smaller. And the new gear, I mean, I'm just saying, I think it should be 10 grand because the gear now is up to 5 grand a piece.
10?
For the uniforms, you mean?
No, for personal.
For the turnout gear and the boots.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 10 grand from 7.
One of the new females' foot size is,
17.
may not be in the adult range, just saying. It's just one of those things, and, you know, if they fit in the middle, they can fit some of that older turnout gear.
So the 6749 was budgeted, I'm just asking here now.
Yep.
6749, when we budgeted that, taken into account, some of the gear we had would fit some of the new people we
Yeah.
might hire.
Yep. And it also took into account that the fact is, when we apply to grants and they get free turnouts, that alleviates that, but we have no guarantee that we're gonna get grants for the turnouts, and we still have to supply the turnouts.
10,000 would change that.
Change it to 10.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as protective equipment goes, would that be like the, do they have?
No, it's the helmet, the coat, the pants, the boots, and the hoods, and the gloves.
Oh, that's, okay, I thought
That's
maybe they
personal
had.
protective. No, the mask is under the SCBA.
Oh, okay. So you said 10 grand on that then?
So small tools and minor equipment, 11,248, so this is not capital, this is just, call it incidental stuff.
If you need a new Halligan, if you need, you know, that kind of stuff, huh? Batteries, things like that,
What the Halligan?
huh?
Oh, batteries are
An
expensive.
axe, they need
So,
pipe poles.
is 11.2 good, or should that be bumped up to 12,000?
I think 11.2 is good. We've been very fortunate in getting some grants, things like that, to supply over there.
27, so we're gonna take delivery of the new 8, correct?
28.
So, do we want to think about anything? Tools, miscellaneous, small, minor, that,
I would think I would budget that in 28. I wouldn't budget it in 27. Well, I mean, we can, but I think there are some, they have some supplies over there. There are some small tools that are coming due in the price, that hasn't been in here. A couple ladders. Joan, did they send you ladder quotes over? They need some ladders. They're 18 months out on the ladders, just getting the ladder built now. Not a ladder truck, a ladder.
Oh.
They're,
So what would you want to put at, 11.3?
I'm in the wrong business. I need to build
aluminum ladders, there you go.
ladders.
There you go. 11.3,
11.2, 11.3,
I think 11.3 would be appropriate.
let's say 11.5.
11.5, there we go.
And fuel, do you want to put at 10 grand?
I would say yes.
Okay. And now you were talking about this earlier, the public education.
Yep. Bum, 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 bum. where was that? Public education supplies, so,
Yeah, it was up on top there too.
It was up on the top of,
yeah.
like the fifth.
So this is all the, either coloring books, the little hats, all that. Very, I think we had some from last year that tied us over. But we put in 3,900, I think that would be, putting at 44 grand would be appropriate.
4,000.
The kids love that stuff.
And it's warranted. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Fire training. 5 new hires or whatever, is 20,000 gonna cover it? A lot of it will be done in 26.
Well,
We're already running as a deficit here. So
right.
is 28 a real number? 20,800.
Nope. I personally would, it's not getting cheaper, so I would call 30,000 would be appropriate.
Yep.
I'll let you guys figure out the FICA.
Huh? Thought you were the banker.
Acres fried. After my weekend, Jackson Brown went on
Ready
empty.
to throw the numbers away, are you?
So
Calculators running.
we do 30,000, that would be, are you, 1860?
For FICA?
500 for Medicare?
Sounds about right.
435.
500.
Let's put 500.
What was the FICA one?
1860.
1860?
Yep.
What's the difference?
No, well, that would be equipment specifically for a training props and things like that. So that's different,
That's
that's,
the lumber.
yeah, the lumber for a training prop. So that actually, I would put $100 in there. Just to cover it. So that is anytime we have the burning, the semis that come in over there, the burning props, any of that, any of the training that they have to go through for EMR, all that kind of stuff. That's why that's such a big, that's why it's 22 grand and it's 9,000 so far, and they got,
So we're at 10 grand so far. We've got 5 new hires. Rest of the
Want to
year.
do 25?
I'd say 25.
25 a real number.
I think 25 would be appropriate. They will have to pay for the EMR refresher in the fall. It looks like that should get covered, that kind of thing, so.
Fire Academy.
That is the wages for the folks while they're in Fire Academy. They get paid for $15 every time they're down there, for 4 hours if
You
it's
got
over.
5 new people.
We get, but only 4. One is actually trained already,
Okay.
so.
That be higher then?
So the 2219,
Joan, they were getting like $700, I think, each one when they went through the academy, so.
so with 4 of them.
Yeah, I'd say
3,000, play safe.
3,000, if I remember right.
562.
That's for the fire academy, if they ride, they can turn in mileage, which should come in.
600.
Yeah, I'd
500.
just make it 500.
Okay. Radio units.
Strict,
0 radio.
7 grand for first.
the first due thing, yeah, that probably should go into this and under communication, yeah. Well,
Make it 7,000 or we want to make this is radio, so this is the
well, the radio units are the actual radio part.
It's the first due software.
the first two software, that is the paging system. So, and all the other stuff that goes with that. I think 7,500 would be appropriate to put there. The radio units,
5,500?
yeah. The county keeps raising how much they're gonna charge, just so you're aware. I have no idea what they're planning on charging us to take care of these units.
So you want to take the communication out, just so we're ready, we're all on the same page, 320, and turn that in from 0 to 7,500 bucks, right?
Yep,
And now the radio units are gonna probably go up.
65.
yeah, 65.
Just so I'm writing the numbers down, right?
Yeah, the communication, Joan, can you put on a communication and put a hyphen or whatever and make right first do software?
Salaries and wages,
Yeah, well, we had 400 and that's, so Brandon Lage is a mechanic at, what the heck is it called now? Used to be Boyer Trucks, I don't know what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Trans-West,
Travis West. So he goes over and he'll work on stuff and just charge straight wage back to us, $20 an hour, which is the wage standard.
So 400?
Yeah, depending on, almost all those vehicles are getting older, so there's probably gonna be some more issues, but I would say 500.
500.
Yep,
covered?
I don't know. I would assume they are.
By him working on that.
He does the minor stuff where he doesn't have to get in, but he takes it to Transwest and works on it at Transwest. That's where he's done it there too.
So do the bills come through Trans-West?
That one, some of them gone through Transwest and
This
some,
is- I mean, this is a different conversation than this, whatever.
yeah.
I don't want to, if something happens, whatever, I don't want. No pun intended. You know what I mean, right? I'm just safety for everybody. I mean, I get it, I understand. Thank you for being willing to do this.
Well, it saves us money, and it's basically, fix the tail light, things like that, nothing, he's not dropping
Engines or-
engine or anything like that, he's doing minor repairs on it, which saves us a lot of money, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing, Okay, so, but we believe the wages, we may as well leave that at about the same, because we,
Increase it to 500.
Yeah, I just said 500, yeah.
FICA 50?
Whatever, 28, is that what he said? Seven? Five?
somebody doing all the adding on here?
Yeah.
Someone's got it.
All right, medical services, fire department.
Oh, we got the repair main vehicles.
Yep, okay, sorry.
That's already 7,000.
I think that got reduced in budget saving efforts last year. That's why it was only 2,300, because I was like, no way that we only are gonna have that much.
So I bet it's gonna be 8,000, 75?
75.
We're at 75 for half the year.
Well, yeah, but they're not gonna break anything. They're gonna be so careful.
Previous years, we were at 15,000, just saying. That's what the budget was
You want to go
previously.
10?
Oh, it's, what do you guys want to do? I'm just telling you, previously, we had been at 15,000 budgeted for
I just
repairs.
wrote 15,000.
Okay.
There isn't a vehicle over there that's, what, the newest vehicle's 2020? Everything else is older than that. So,
Bunch of them are Ford.
okay, whatever.
Might want to up that a little bit.
But we get grants. Or they get grants, I should say.
Supplies.
EMS supplies, I'm trying to be as realistic as possible here.
EMS supplies are gloves, masks, things like that, which we didn't, it's a new category, so we never had anything in there. I think we put in 250. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. Yep. That'll be this fall, and we haven't gotten a bill yet, so it was we budgeted 52, I'd say we budgeted
55?
55.
Employment, here's
Yeah,
Want that 2,000
$2,500.
you haven't gotten those bills yet, so that's
25?
2,500 be good.
Fit test? Or no, wait, sorry, basic fire.
So this is for new hires, basically, or?
Joan, can you tell me what the 115 was for?
That's a choir.
Okay, that should have been in the pre-employment part, but that's all right. Yeah, I guess that would be fine. You know, can I make a suggestion? No, but can I make a suggestion? Because we have the ability to have the physical and all the pre-employment separated, can we reduce the pre-employment to 2,000 and then make the basic physical at 500? That doesn't change the amount we budgeted, it just more appropriate.
Okay, yeah.
So down to 2,000?
For
2,500.
pre-employment and then 500 for the physicals.
And the fit test says 0 then?
The fit test for the fire department is if they have to go out and, so we have the SCBA fit test physical, that's the yearly thing, but if they have to get a separate fit test, I have it zeroed, but there may be an occasion on the future where we need it. I would like to see a couple $100 in that fund,
$100?
just to cover it in case. It's like if they go on leave and they have to come back and get a fit test separately, blah, 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 you know.
Are all 3 of those, fire station, all zeros then? Hello, fire station?
Had them earlier. Radio units, we had cell phones as well.
Yeah, the cell phone and telephone internet should be 0, but the printing and binding was the copier, that kind of stuff, and that is really part of the fire station over there. That's gonna be, was it 200? I can't remember
It
anymore.
was $180.
Yeah, 200, okay.
Electric utilities is not gonna get
3,000?
any cheaper. Already at 1,750.
And the air conditioner wasn't working there today for a while. I don't know if it's working now or not. Huh?
Zach got it fixed.
Okay.
3,000 good?
We're at 1,800 now, I'd say.
Yeah, 3,600. Yep.
Okay.
Gas utilities, 5,000.
Yeah.
Refuse disposal. So we forced the fire department to do their own.
Yeah, it was getting split out before. So, but now you're gonna do that all under the general fund,
I
or
think we should do that.
that was that 15, that big number that we had earlier?
That one was cleanup day, right?
But I always,
So this for
So you said $105, was that for just the city? For us, not counting the fire department?
No.
Does, okay.
So how are we doing it? Are we zeroing it out and just having it under the general? Just having the one under refuse disposal and not worrying about splitting it out?
I'll be honest, I don't think it matters, but.
I don't think it does either. It's easier, certainly budget,
Know what garbage is
no,
for the whole city.
Yeah.
We don't start this till 20.
right,
Yeah,
Right.
so smooth it, so that's
zero.
that out. What's the repair and maintenance?
Yeah, I don't know why that got put there.
That go up, what he was saying, should that go up to 4?
Yeah. So that was 25,000. Actually, it should, yeah. I was gonna say in the past, it's been bigger. But this one, we actually should, my opinion, this one, I think we put at 500 and we
Wait a
moved,
minute, hang on. Fire repair services, but repair main vehicles.
yep.
This one. Building.
Yeah, and I think it got put in there because of how
So you
the,
wanna call the building equipment, the furnaces, that stuff is a separate issue, but is much smaller number than what this is?
well, the fire department has never actually paid, that's always come out of the general fund for repairing the furnaces and all that kind of stuff.
And the pipes freezing too?
Yeah, that's always come out of the general fund.
I'm just looking at repair and maintenance equipment.
Joan, what was the $436.36 for? I think when we did that budget last year, because she just grabbed stuff and it got moved around, and then when Burkhart did that, this was the 25,000 that was in the repair maintenance vehicle supplies.
Oh, electric for.
Okay. That one makes sense because that is in the gear dryer
Blower
system.
fan and a gear.
Yeah, they had to replace that, fix that, the dryer.
So that is, that's maintenance equipment, that's fire. Well, my
Really?
whole thing is, do we want to make a better distinction between fire repair services? Right, because you got salaries and wages. Then all of a sudden you got the 220, 42260. Repair main vehicles and supplies. Change that to 15,000.
15, yeah.
Like I said, in the past, it's been more than
But I'm saying, now we come back to here, a $25,000 thing last year, repair and maintenance of equipment. So now we got fire trucks and those types of equipment, building equipment, and this is actually, do we want to make a bigger distinction between what all that equipment is?
Oh, we just put 5,000.
I mean, that's what, we could change this down to 10 and now all the numbers are the same.
yeah, that'd be fine.
I guess what I'm getting, so because
You want to go from to
Sounds like-
10,000?
so if we're talking 25,000 here now.
Make it 10,000.
Make it 10. Leave that one at 15 and the numbers are.
Numbers are the same and it didn't go up, so.
And I'm just saying, so we have something in here for the
To put 10,000 on there.
difference between
Yep.
fire station and building, because that's what. Okay, so we'll make that 10,000.
It'll take another year for this system.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Straighten out.
Well, you know, and I mean, and here's the other thing. For the 17 years that I've been on this board, council, whatever, we did this every year except for the last 2. Literally, we went through every line item here, whatnot, then all of the funds changed, the numbers changed, everything got skewed.
That thing's skewed in the
Right, and
general.
it's like, all right, well, if you guys are gonna absolutely make this so we don't understand, you You guys need to
Well,
frickin' figure it out.
That's why I changed all these codes, so we can understand it. I think everybody
we change it
understands these
back to what we
codes.
understand. I really don't give a rip about the way they want it.
Yeah.
And so,
Accountants involved and it's all messed up.
bingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? They made money. Okay, engineering fees. Well, we're back to highways and streets again.
Oh, so that's top of the page.
Yep, top of the page, following one.
So I do the general fund.
So now, yes. I'll be honest with you, we budgeted 112, we spent 45, I think we've spent more than 45.
Agree.
And I don't think we're gonna get in anything under than 120.
Well,
Under 120.
I think the past few years we spent to 225.
Yeah, so I mean, the only thing that we did was this 2026 street, you know, down here. 100. About what 2025 is.
Yeah. But they're gonna do this road right over here, 303rd, and then they got, if we go with 297,
I think the 112 should get bumped to 120. The other thing that happens is, because once they do 303rd here, then we can recoup that from the MSA. So at some point in time, we're gonna have a windfall here. You know what I mean? Where dollars are gonna come back, because we're gonna spend on 303rd, we've spent on 100th Street, actually, we'll be able to quote, bill those numbers, all of the engineering fees, to the MSA funds, if you will.
It'll be a revenue stream
Yes.
that's showing here.
Right now, it's an obligation, a debt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other part of that too is also keep in mind that with, we've got, what, 2 years now of the $600,000 in accruing. 600,000 times 2, we got 1.2 million. Right, so if 297th or just 297th or the whole project starts, rather than thinking about bonding for the whole $4 million we were talking about, we already have 1.2 million. It's not gonna happen until next year, which. 2 million, so half of the project, what we believe, wouldn't have to finance because we'd be able to take it.
or we're spending 25% for the crack sealing.
Yeah, that doesn't even include that yet. So, anyway, I don't, but
Get
How
120,
about 120?
I think 120, you know,
20?
25 it is, Tom. When the numbers get big, man. You're sitting at this table too, dude. All right, legal fees, 44.55. That's gotta be on Hunter Street. Okay, and we're gonna have that going on, whatnot. I bet you we budgeted 0. You know we're gonna have these things moving forward. I bet you 5,000 is a real number.
Okay.
Other professional services, 71.35. Oil borings.
That's how much that was? Soil borings was that much?
Yep, 71.35. So that would be all the ones they did on 100th Street and 297.
sinkholes.
Plus all the
Sinkholes,
that they
okay.
did.
That makes sense, huh?
So as we move forward, I don't know that we'll do 7,000. once we get this rolling, like, at least billable from our standpoint of revenue. But I'm saying, every year, we're going to have to pay the bills. I don't know if it needs to be 7,000, but I bet you 5,000 isn't gonna go.
Make 5,000. Unpaved street is at the,
So on other professional services, $5,000 too?
yeah.
Okay.
Whatever that was, that was the gravel roads. Paved streets, 162, because we paid for, projects over here already.
Yeah, we got that 127th cul-de-sac to do too.
Yeah,
So I'll probably say, put it at 200,000 or 175 or what? Yeah.
yeah, because we haven't even done the,
On the paved streets, 200?
Yeah. Building zero?
Okay, buildings and structures. For maintenance and things like that, that's gonna be, I think we've got those all split
Yeah,
out, right?
I think that's
Park
zero.
buildings, these buildings.
I-
Leave that as buildings, we got 4,250,000. Still really have that on there, we'd like to do that. 4 million. Remember again, like we're accruing.
Do 4 million?
4 million?
4 million. Motor vehicles, we've got
Zero.
those taken care of. Road signs and equipment, we've got that.
Are those, Joan, are you gonna put these, couple of these inactive then? Okay.
Debt service, 155.
Have the figures for that if you want.
Yep.
301 for the principal.
Oh, for 301, okay.
Interest is $1,608.56. On 302, principal is 76,000. Interest on 302, 12,480.
Joan, can I bother you to repeat the 301 numbers? I didn't get
173,837.08. This is $2,608.
All right, thank you.
1,245.
1,245, right?
485. All right. 485.
So those two added together cover the debt service at 621. right?
We're on highway and streets. Page 11. Where we're at,
Huh?
that we're going to.
That's the capital project fund, 401. That's where those two $10,000 ones were before.
Let's leave those 10,000.
I would. Well, so you two, what are they looking at in 27 buying, heavy machinery or motor vehicles? Nothing?
wouldn't,
Nothing I could.
So in 28, or 29. I'm just saying, this is a way, you got the 10,000, you build it up. I'm assuming that this just builds up then, and that accrues. Is 10,000 the appropriate number to have in there?
Yeah, I think we got some other money allocated from in that previously, because got that front end loader with the plow. There, we got that. The biggest thing was the zero turn, which was a 2005. We just replaced that for their mowers. The John Deere, I believe, is a 2012. Yeah. That's something to think about in the future.
Yeah,
the
we
big
need to
cab
start
one.
talking about that because
That would be
they're up there in hours.
that would be the heavy machinery. I mean,
So that was $40,000, I do believe, back in the day. 45. So, and the only thing for the plow trucks, Yorker, that's the oldest, 2012.
right. I'm just, to build that fund up in that way, it's not quite a big as hit when you actually do have to buy it. Saying either
I just don't know what the previous, because it's hidden in the general fund.
one. Well,
What we
she
had.
would have, you would be able to tell what's in that account for that
We had a
number,
goose egg
right?
like you got for the fire, we're, adding it up. You know what we have in the general fund for, maintenance back there, like capital improvements? Where it was hidden in the general fund. Because then we have a nest egg, when they took that over, we had some money in there. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was either.
That be under your 401?
That's what we're under right now.
This is what we budgeted. They would have been-
Yeah, the revenue didn't, 401. Have any, it said 5,000, 4,600 or something. Fire 401.
Yeah, show it. On that.
So if that's a balance, we can find that for the next time. Question is budgeted in 26, $10,000. Motor vehicles, $10,000. Hey, out of that, those two,
Why don't we just increase it to,
zero.
why don't we just increase it to 1,000?
20,000 each?
So,
All right, you tell me,
15 or 20.
you tell me.
I think 20 would be a safe number because boy, that stuff is expensive.
When we do the remember.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna gut it.
Oh,
Well,
no, absolutely not. I mean, reality is reality. We're talking reality here tonight, gentlemen.
Well,
You know, we're not talking
The plow-
pipe dreams and
the
wish-
new-
we're worried about $108 and $548.
I just think the New York truck, the plow truck it's 14 years old.
well, and that's my point is that we have to look at what's coming down the pipeline. That's why you have your capital improvement plans, and that's why you have that. What's coming down the pipeline, and I don't know if you guys have done it back there, how long do you expect those rigs to last? What's your end of service life?
Ending balance, 175,365.
Yeah, so you've got money in there.
Okay. Feel better now.
That's what we got in there for.
Yeah, 175.
But that's for both, Joan, is that one or is that just one of these or is that both of them to combine?
That's Fund 401.
About 401, okay, all right. Well, and that's the only thing that's in there is Fund 401. So you've got 100, if you put that up you put it at 40, you're gonna be over 200,000 in that fund, so you'll be,
I think the only two things you guys asked me what we need back there, from my understanding, is the plow truck's a 2012, the New York truck. And then the John Deere is a 2012, the cab one, and that was 45,000. So,
I don't think it's inappropriate to put that expense as a 20 and 20. I don't think it's inappropriate. It may have to be adjusted, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's inappropriate to actually plan for the future and take a look at what you're looking at. But understand, this stuff's costing money.
yeah,
Well, yeah, and if that New York truck dies and we go to replace it, after the last one, we know it takes several years to do that.
going with a different.
Right? You know, anyway, and let's hope
Yeah.
they've got their bugs all worked out and it wouldn't be that again. That, you know, that's gonna be do it up right.
If that.
Probably more than that, 300 maybe, whatever. So if it were to die tomorrow, I don't know that we don't have 300 in there. We're gonna wind up. In other words,
Yeah.
borrow the money if that were to happen. We can work it out, Mr. Case is absolutely right, if these stayed at $10,000, 20 as a whole, well, at least you're adding something to that, 175. But the question is how many dollars do we want to garner from the public to hold
There's-
in an account for someday? You know what I mean? Where's that balance there? My point, if we haven't. Because if anything absolutely goes, if we want to add 10 grand a year, I do believe it was like 40.
Yeah.
What we were doing before, 45 is what we were doing.
I think it was 40.
So, but now we've got 175,000. Said that even back then. What do we do once we get up to?
Yeah,
Let's have this conversation when the time.
I agree with you, and how much do you want to say? Whatever you guys think, I'm,
Because the other part of this too is, we have at our service $1 million. There's the reserve. Something absolutely blew up and we had to have. But what we're also finding now is even if we have the money cash, equipment out there available for 4 years on a fire truck. Close to 4 years on a plow truck,
Yeah.
right? You know
A
what I
little
mean?
over two.
To think that we're ready to rock and pull the trigger and find out.
Well, what do you want to do, 15,000 a piece then?
I would say even 10.
let's do 15. I'm okay with that.
Okay, road signs and equipment, that's in a different spot. I can do the math here, this one's 30.
We already did the fire, right?
Got general,
So this is the Blue Hill Fund, so this is what they pay us and then we take out of there. Nothing we really have to do, we don't have to fund it, this is what they put in, so. I do have a question jumping in the next one. I thought we allocated 50,000 to the, fire infrastructure fund last year. So nothing was put in there?
I thought we did as well,
I thought we put
I'll be honest with you.
50,000 in the,
because we were, thinking about the maintenance and that.
we went from 100 to 50.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so where'd that 50 go?
So say that again, the 50,000.
So when we did the budgets last year, but previously that infrastructure fund was, for the capital improvement, was 100,000. Then we dropped it to 50 to make this budget work last year. And I think everybody remembers that, but I don't see it anywhere here. That's what my question is. Because that should be somewhere.
be all separate.
That should be somewhere in that,
I don't think this printed out out, right?
403?
Yeah. it's
Should be in the 403 fund somewhere, there's 50, should be $50,000.
That would be in your revenue.
Oh, is that what you, okay, so there was no
Yeah, so if you go to
we,
page 3 on the revenues that I gave you,
yeah, okay. So we didn't actually budget to spend anything, that's why it's not in there, it's just sitting there, it's just like,
Capital fund.
yeah, it's a capital fund, but my question is then why is the highway and streets capital fund show the money there, but it doesn't show the 50,000 from this one?
They had, the 403 fund there, it showed 17,500 year-to-date amount,
that's just what we got.
and then interest earnings, okay. So, yeah.
Oh, there's a 50, okay, here's a
On page
50
3.
there, yeah.
Got half of it already.
Yeah. No, I'm just,
You just haven't spent.
I'm a little confused, I'm just confused because of the 10,000, the two 10,000s were there, and the 50,
Wasn't 50
Yeah.
just sitting there.
yeah. So I was just confused by that. We found it, I'm okay.
Well, hang on, yeah, but the two 10,000s are here for 26, whatever, but
Yeah.
that doesn't, that doesn't take into account the $1.75 that,
No.
and yours would be 50.
What is, can you pull up the, what is
that
any
would be
balance
what's remaining, or what's in
in the capital?
There's a balance, there's a bigger balance than that, though.
So right now, in the fire infrastructure 403, well, you got 280,000.
Yeah,
It's in
okay.
280.
This 10,000 up here in Fund 401 just says that you have 10,000 to spend. Allocated to spend for.
Oh, in the 401,
403.
yeah, there's nothing allocated to spend. Nor is the other one,
Correct.
anything gonna be, I still think we need, in 2 years when that truck, and I agree with you, how much do we wanna prepay or pre-tax before we get it? I agree with you, we don't wanna do too much and hold that money, but,
Well, they wanted payment in full on that truck. We said no.
no,
How much should it take down? And they said 100,000.
no.
So then we took those dollars, whatever, and we put in
And we've made way more than that,
$120,000 on doing that.
Yeah.
Giving them that
no.
money, right?
I think it was the right thing to do, why give them that kind of money?
Yeah.
All right, are we golden then on the,
Yep. Yep.
Alrighty, so those numbers, a lot of zeros. I'm still on page 11, are we still
Yep,
Yep.
Yep.
around?
We're moving the parks,
Yeah, parks. capital fund.
15,000. Gotta cut that. Other pay and pool fee.
I just, in order to do the pool fill wages, all of them have the same back title. It doesn't mean there's pool fill wages, it's just all of them. Every 110 fund says other pay and pool fill.
Pool out there?
Don't tell home.
Jeez.
Well, you hear Zimmerman somebody in Zimmerman wants a pool, so we might as well put one at Young Park, right?
Splash Park.
What are you gonna, just
Okay.
leave that the same then? 485? That pool fuel, does that stay the same then, or is that?
That's from some other pay that you did there, I don't know what
That's
it was.
actually our park committee.
Okay. Make it 500 and just
Yeah, 500.
round it off?
Okay. Para, he already got 566, so do you wanna, that 1,000?
Yeah, make it 1,000. FICA 800,
Yeah,
Medicare 200,
yep,
employer paid insurance. For sure, because you have one more employee,
yep. So the pay leave insurance, 100?
Running it down.
Do you want me to repeat it, or?
Yeah. All right, hang on one second.
Okay.
We're almost done, guys. Because the wastewater, we're not doing anything there.
Okay, so, other pay and filling pools was what, 500?
500, yep. Para was 1,000, FICA was 800, Medicare was 200, employer paid insurance 2,000, and Minnesota paid leave insurance 100. Yep. Workers' comp,
Compensation.
there again,
Is 500?
100, sounds good to me.
Yep.
Office supplies, 0. Operating supplies, operating supplies for the, committee, is that what that is?
Yeah. The home plate underwear
Oh,
and
yes.
the dog litter.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at 300. Hopefully home plate don't get stolen by Willie Mays Hayes.
You haven't spent anything. Are those getting spent out of the street and highways versus the parks? Mower blades and stuff?
That I'm not sure. Building, the lawn tractors do the buildings and the grounds too. You know what
I
that
don't
is?
know what that is.
Just
Drop it
surrender?
down to 10.
Actually, do you think that the,
Is that for,
Well, I think
that for
isn't
the
that
lawnmower?
maintenance, vehicles and supplies, isn't that like your antifreeze oil and all that other stuff?
Right, but you haven't spent anything.
I think that might be the lawn
it
tractor.
has to be.
So we budgeted 21,000, but we haven't spent any, so
Is that where the 11,000 is gonna come out of then? Here?
You know, because they got cemetery and everything that's used in.
Okay. Well,
we,
I mean, you guys, to be honest with you, with something like that, wouldn't that come out of Fund 401? Because that's your,
Portions out of each.
should we zero this fund
I
out?
don't think we should. $1,000 swing that,
Yeah.
do a lot of things with.
Put 10,000 in there?
but what would we use that for?
Well, I suppose repairing lights at the park and stuff like that, I would imagine. It would be repairing your lights.
well, is this also considered like the electrical, the post out there that we did? Like how Bow
That would
Electric
have
did
been
that?
more,
Or is that
other
somewhere?
professional service.
Yeah, they got improved other than buildings, you spent 9,600 out there on that.
Yeah, I think that was the estimate for the light post and that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm thinking 10,000 in there, cause
Okay.
it's sitting there and not doing anything.
Well, if you go all the way down to the bottom of the list, there's gonna be.
Yep.
Well, I think we can take that money, Jay, from if we drop it down from 21,470 to 10. The only other thing improve other than buildings or where you want this, the only other thing that we have to look at is that redoing the trails, the crushed granite
Got
trails.
the landscaping materials of 2,100, so we can add it back in there. The next line down.
Okay,
So go to 2,500 or something for landscaping materials? 3,000?
Yeah.
Engineering fees.
I think that was, for the wetlands.
Oh, yeah.
That wetland,
Are we gonna have any engineering fees out there in the near future?
That's good for a couple years, I believe. But if there's anything else,
is there anything else?
Put
that-
3,000 in there just so you got something, or?
yeah, put 3.
All right, 5.
Legal fees. Oh. Hold on, 0.
Nothing.
Planning and zoning, now, that's probably gonna have to be increased, because Dan Lick's coming to the meetings now.
Okay.
He's starting with the comprehensive plan, this coming Thursday. So,
1,000?
he's coming, we give him the holidays off, typically November and December, so how much does that run about for
So
him?
his meetings are usually
So 200 times 10, 25, just play it safe. Then other professional services.
That the guys when they go spray the trails and stuff?
Yeah. Yep, arc irrigation. Is that somewhere else?
that's on our landscape.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll put 1,500.
1,500? Mileage should be 0, huh?
Yep. Fuel, I probably would increase to 2,000.
Are they not spending any out there, or what's going on? That only spent $67 so far.
Should be charging more, they've been out there mowing.
Other lawnmower gas isn't allocated out between, you'll get a receipt and it's like
Yeah.
$70.
Oh, okay.
I just,
Does it need to be 2,000 then?
oh, and Frontier Trails too. 4, so let's see.
Frontier Trails is in here.
No,
No, no, no.
that's just.
You're just saying how it splits out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because they probably don't burn up $1,600.
Yeah, do we need 2,000? I was gonna say,
Oh.
do we
Well,
drop?
that's gonna be hauling the equipment out there.
Yeah,
I'll probably drop it to 1,000.
all right.
General liability, is that the insurance on the buildings? Is
Yeah,
that going up at all or staying the same or?
let's call it 600.
Okay. Electric utilities, this is for the rentals and
It's already gone up,
the lights,
1,200 or something?
I'll say 12. Repair and maintenance equipment, 0. Rentals, we spent 8640. Is that?
That was Princeton.
Miscellaneous can be 0.
Do you wanna make the rental $100?
Yeah,
Over that, whatever you might
I
have
can
had.
make it 100.
They did.
Okay,
Where'd you want
100.
that? 100?
Fun Fest.
Oh,
'Cause we split that, I thought. We're splitting that, right?
Yeah.
You want to do 2,000? We haven't spent nothing yet because it's coming up,
oh,
this September. Yep. Yeah, like I said, the only That was for the lights for Bow Electric, what they did, the two additional. That, but like I said, I know you got landscaping, we added that, but I don't want to throw out the number that we got a quote on almost 2 years ago on the trails. We we had to wait for the wetland. Right now, the crushed granite trails out there, those 4 miles or the ones we kind of scaled back so when it impose on the wetlands. That all has to be done, hasn't been done since those trails were put in 2012. So I would probably say 25,000. Just for other improvements.
You had six figures on that, but on that park.
How much is it? No, well, we had 90,000.
I know, I'm just
We
teasing.
reduced it to 75.
Just teasing.
So 22, you want to bring up to 25?
Yeah, I think that's,
That would probably be right in the ballpark for that out there.
Okay. That'll bump us down to water maintenance. Okay, are we golden with that, right?
yeah.
Everything else is zero. Salaries and wages. So in 2026, we budgeted 12.6. So salaries and wages. Year to date, we spent $1,000, so let's say we're gonna double that, but
2,500. Okay.
late, so I'm gonna bank on Joan, whatever. The FICA, the Medicare.
With all that stuff, okay. I'll second that.
So then we're gonna paid insurance, paid leave, operating supplies. Is that like chemicals? So, and that's not gonna get any cheaper. Then average, it's 2,500, the year's.
27 or no,
No, that's.
$5,000.
I'm gonna guess 5. Repair and maintain vehicles supplies. I don't know that we've spent zero, and I think that's ultimately what's gonna happen. Driven by what the needs and dictates. Unless you want repair and maintain vehicles, whatever, if this is gonna be $1,000 or $991. So we've spent nothing at this point.
What do you want to do?
I would say zero.
Okay. Same with small tools. Engineering fees. Other professional services, is that the,
Gotta be a
No, they're at the bottom, they're at,
oh. Is that the gopher catching? Oh, okay.
I put 9,000 in that. Badger was. What?
85.
10 grand? All right.
Postage? Bills, yeah, is that enough, 127?
You want
That's quite
150,
200.
150, 200?
100?
More fuel?
Want 100?
100?
Liability insurance, so you want. See you, Bruce.
Quitter.
Yeah, it's bedtime, you know.
Joan did too.
Liability, property insurance, 74, so we've been, nothing's
700?
paid out because we do that. Electric utility?
6 grand?
Let's,
500?
yeah,
How much?
usually subscription.
500?
Well, and then the other thing that's gonna happen too. I have not.
Internet, just the internet's gonna be minimum $50 a month. 1,200?
We're gonna have to set up an account.
I think for, yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. Basically, I'm gonna let him know that, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, we need to spend 50.
Yeah.
Right? If we don't spend the 50. But if we do, if nothing else, if the $1,200, that's gonna help. Do that. All right, principal.
I put all that in one and would have been here. I have to look at that again.
I'll nominate you besides like
Because I
para, to do that one, to those two as well.
Yeah, I got
Principal
that.
and
I got
interest?
them done already, but what I did is I put everything under 301 and first note.
All right.
So, that we'll have to add that. To this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that. Wastewater admin. Water admin salaries.
Billing?
Billing and all
Ours is under that. I don't use it.
that. Whatever reason, we budgeted 31.
That was more set up for Phil and Zach also.
Joel Zach. So principal and interest, Joan's gonna do.
Oh,
And then the fiscal agent was 0, so.
Okay.
We're under salaries and wages.
I mean, you can zero that out because that wastewater administration, that's more NSU. Except for the workman's. I would say all these can be zero.
And 40,000?
Yeah, because you're at almost 20, so I'll say 40.
Theirs is typically 100, and at times it might.
Yep.
Legal fees. So we've got $142 in legal fees.
That, did that have to do with the contract at all? No, it would have been a lot more
I
than
think
that.
when they were doing the contract, I think that's what
You
that
would
was.
charge a lot more than that.
So there were some portions on the HOA.
So that's probably not gonna happen again, for whatever reason.
What about engineering? It's in the redoing.
Well, because we had it as 1,000. Unless we want to say 500 just to have
I'm okay with zero.
Okay, zero. All right,
They get worked up when they see engineering fees in there anyway.
well, I mean, it's where, if they come in and they have to have them, then it's gonna get away. What it is. Okay, other professional fees, sorry, gentlemen, you were already down here.
That was 40,000.
That is NSU, correct?
Yep.
Software and IT support,
Haven't done anything this year, and postage haven't done anything.
what would be software, is that,
Huh?
what would be the software and IT out there?
At some point it'll be the internet, but you're gonna do that up in the other one, right?
Correct. I mean, I don't
So,
think there would be
yeah.
any, even with that, once we have the internet installed.
You got the postage up there for 322, right, for all your billings, right? That were,
Yeah.
so should that be, so those two should be zero then?
Yeah.
Mileage should be zero.
Yep.
Operating transfer. So here's where I have a kind of 2026, we budget 127. Budget 40,000. So we've already spent 88. Realize what that is. It's all about,
Quick question. You said we're spending 40,000.
the only numbers we have is the other professional fees, 307, we bumped to 40K. The
Right.
legal fees, we made $150. Everything else in here is zeros.
Yeah, we're only $2,000 below the fire administration budget from last year. We're not that far off. You're looking at the total sewer fund budget,
Looking at the admin.
43,986.
Yeah.
Never mind, gentlemen.
Yeah. I was like, wait, it's late.
All right, I'm going, wait a minute, something something's not kosher.
Yeah. It's late.
Remember, we all gotta stand in front of.
I don't, I'm just trying to save you, Jay.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, if we're golden there, the planning commission, they, basically, this is meeting twice a month, whatever, and for all intents and purposes until now with the park and the comp plan and those types of things. A couple of the things that they're dealing with the, you know, generational housing and possible ordinance changes. Talked about, correct, but I'm just thinking about.
We'd have to go to page 1.
But,
This is all developer stuff.
oh, I get what you're saying.
It's all
Yeah,
else
okay.
control.
We're good?
So that's it. So what's other? I'm looking at here and I see another page of other.
This is all developer.
This is all escrow account. This is all developers escrow account. The whole thing.
So do we have to go through the general fund?
Yeah, we have to go through the general fund yet. Remember, we skipped ahead and did. So, we don't have to do anything on the escrow account, but we have not done anything on the general fund.
Okay, it's only 3 pages. We can get through it quick. Salaries and wages, this is the council, right? So I mean, we're really not gonna change. Did 31,000, we're at 17. We do have a lot of meetings.
I think we have more meetings than because of the city council than we had before. I would say
35?
that would be,
We're at $1,000 a month just in the meeting.
right.
And then we add another 500 when we do this.
5, just to play it safe.
I think 30, it's 17 there,
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
double
know.
that, 35. We're gonna actually have more meetings in the next 4 or 5 months than we had the previous ones.
So I'm thinking 40 is a real number.
240?
Oh, 40?
No, I don't, but I think it is. Then we'll let Joan do the that, because the para contributions, whatnot, don't distribute even. 17 years ago, I said this wasn't gonna be a career. Whatever my wages are, para doesn't come up.
Just for,
So for continued education is, so if there's new members that come in, do they have to go like to League of Cities or something? Like we went to the townships of associations.
Yep.
Might,
You
yeah.
want to put some money in there for that?
we probably should, huh? Wasn't that much, though.
Yeah, I don't know how much it costs, but I just,
Well, the.
A lot of them are free.
Was free.
Yeah, a lot of them are free.
As I recall, when we did the math one.
And we didn't spend anything this year on it.
if you have new members though, they might need some
I would
additional,
say $500.
okay.
Alright. Ah, it was right on. I did a 3% increase in the budget on that, and it hit 40,000, and he just threw me off with the
Oh.
factor 500.
Then we'll make the mileage 300. Liability, that stays there. Miscellaneous, we spent. Salaries and wages, this is the planning commission. Here we go with it. That's
Well, do you want to increase it to 10? You have 45. They're gonna look at cell towers.
So planning and zoning, is that gonna be? Commission.
So he's more,
Planning commission clerk,
the only thing that comes out of the planning commission for Dan is.
Planner.
meetings. Otherwise, he is
3?
actually on page.
So we had 10,000 under that planning and zoning there. Planning commission, do we need that much? Cause we haven't
On the
used.
general government, we
Yeah.
have another 31,000 under.
You have, 2 meetings a month.
Yeah, so if you go to
But we've only
page three,
spent 3,000 so far.
go to page 3, that's where Dan's majority
On
of his
the
stuff
planning
is.
commission?
Yeah, right here. We allocated 10,000 last year, we only spent 3,000, what's?
Oh, I'm looking at the salary and wages up there, the
No,
8,400.
no, that's
We're
just,
looking at?
that's just for the,
Where's Dan?
That's for them.
Page 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out why we allocated 10,000 if she's somewhere. Oh, and there was nothing allocated there.
And the planning.
So that's 8,400.
So, but that's the clerk, that comes in a separate spot.
No.
That's,
But when she does a planning commission meeting,
What's this one?
well, but that's under the 41,400 though.
yeah, but her time is allocated.
Oh, so she'd be under the pair contributions and all, shit, that's all her in there, okay.
Now, she just got an increase in pay, so that's gonna go up.
Well, that's why I put it, I figured $10,000
I
for
said.
salaries.
Next one over.
So salaries and wages, 10,000?
Yeah.
Then we'll let Joan do the pair, the fight. Medicaid.
Minnesota pay leave.
Office supplies. Why did we allocate 3,100?
Maybe print and comprehensive plans, I don't know.
I don't
Oh, $200, let's go with 200,
Well, to date, we had
Oh.
1,800.
Yeah.
Say 250.
250.
So half the year, you're looking at 6.
Let's make it 7 and that covers it.
Okay.
That's for planning and zoning?
Yep,
And that's Dan at planning and zoning.
yes.
Postage 80. Because if there's a notification,
Yep.
fees.
0, 0, do you want to go 200, legal and general notices?
Rolling salaries and wages for the clerk.
Yeah, so I got 33.
30, 598.
Yeah.
33,
598.
598.
Yep. Joan Jones.
Insurance.
I'll come in
Workers'
tomorrow,
comp.
she'll be going para, FICA.
Yeah, workers' comp.
Office supplies.
That I use a different account.
So we can have all these all zeros?
Down to the cell phone?
Yep.
Yeah. Cell phone is 552.
So,
600.
yeah, this puts, yeah, it's really,
25.
Right.
Mileage is for truck isn't available, or if we go to.
I'll say 300.
300?
Yep. All the
The
others
rest could be
zero?
zero.
What
Up to the
about day
and
dues?
Subscriptions. That's the MC. That it was $100.
Okay,
It's going up.
okay.
Elections out. 2027, I don't know what's coming up in elections.
It's just, well,
There shouldn't be that many in 2027.
No, because we just have, the Senate races and the governor race.
Well, there won't be any in
Oh.
2027, because none of us are up. None
Oh,
of
this-
us,
never mind.
none of us are up.
26 coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, there's none in us and there's none in,
I don't even think there would even be a primary.
no, because there's no general election in 27 unless there's some special. I think we put some money in there just for something special, but I don't think we have to go crazy on it.
1,000?
So 8,000, we did 26, 38.
It's gonna get the hell
So
hot.
just so that you guys know too, is, the new law came out July 1st, that each of the pull pad workers have to do an hour of online training. Top of the 2 hours that they have.
Hopefully we can get
Well, but like I said, next year, there's just not gonna be
Yeah, but I
any.
just thought of this, I have to
Do you just
tell
want to drop it to 2,000 to play? it
I think
safe?
we drop it to 2,000. I don't see any reason to do it. There's just not gonna be any elections.
Okay.
I don't know anything.
No one has a FICA, Minnesota pay.
pay and wage, so not gonna fill any pools.
Well, it's just other pay on that.
So then you've got the
Postage, you want to do 150?
What office supplies, I mean, do you want
Yeah, that 100's fine.
to repair maintenance?
Postage, 150? Printing and binding.
oh, well,
Mileage, what, do you have to drive something down to the county?
Yeah,
Do you put it somewhere else or?
shouldn't have any, so
500, just play it safe.
Legal notices, 300?
300 is good.
assessing, Jake, up 2 should be. His is
34,311? Okay,
3,400.
Oh, it's 311 fund, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
34,000.
That's 34,000.
general government salaries and wages.
0. 0, 0, 0. Unemployment compensation, 300.
We have 300.
What was it, 308 if there's no salaries? Stop yawning. That up, I'll drive back to the lake.
So with that paid leave, it's that paid leave, so everything, all the employees and everybody goes out of that unemployment account. You guys are under the paid leave. Or majority of them comes out of this unemployment account for the paid leave. You need something in this.
Okay. 400? 70?
$400. Yeah, what is it auditing?
So
No,
that would be Ellers.
Burkhardt?
Haven't spent any, but I think, or hardly anything. Right.
He increased it, didn't he?
Yeah, so it's Ellers.
We do 40,000? Yeah.
We want to do for county charges, 140?
We are gonna look at the first meeting and got a couple requests for proposals. I would do 40.
Okay.
Because then you have Ellers and
Okay, 140 for county charges.
Was that only for sick, is there another county charge or is this one time? 40, all right.
And engineering fees, I'd say 16,000. Where are we at?
Well, we're 16 already. Is there more that,
15.3.
yeah.
You want to go higher? You want to go
his
20?
meetings too.
How about legal fees, 50?
I don't want to change that at
Okay,
Keep it at 50 and,
planning and zoning, 40?
well, and to be honest, the legal fees should go down. You know, we haven't been using him as much now because he's not coming to every meeting.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Other professional services. Big. That's a big, we only spent 88,000. But then building inspection services, that's Andy, right?
Yeah,
all. Those are all, that's not anything that we need to budget for, because
right.
it's not a revenue here. What the department costs. We're not writing a check for 70,600. Well, we are, but it's coming to us
Right.
from the people.
But I think we must put that in there just as a,
Well, the 21,000, so we put 21,000 in there kind of as an umbrella policy. So now, because it's all supposed to be self-sufficient, 21,000, that's gonna cover, code enforcement. when they
Right.
gotta do
do we need to have it that high though?
21,000, I think we could probably make it. Oh, what did we pay him this year? For above and beyond what the fees were.
That's kind of combined into that, and I reports.
And before we go there, the other professionals.
Do we need that much money in there then?
Well, we spent 8441, do we owe still? So the codification that they did, we got that back.
Said that we should budget for $5,000 for updates.
Oh, how does 20,000?
Yeah, I like that. Let's go to 20,000 from 55
For building inspection services?
for other professional
Oh,
services.
others, okay.
What?
20?
Those two, as you guys discussed too, about 30,000 for code enforcement.
For that particular fund?
Know that we should probably need to.
For a separate account for code enforcement, yeah.
Okay.
You want to set one up? How much do we need to put in there? How much do we spend on code enforcement?
That's a tough one because
Well, I tell you what, let's, you know what, have you, take a look and see what that. What have we paid to date? Code enforcement things, above and beyond. Because, yeah, we're always gonna have to have something in there. Even if
I
we
would say
wanted
at
to
least
sue,
10
we were gonna get
grand.
$50 out of our 5,000.
What, why don't we budget 10 grand into it, have Joan figure out what it is and we can.
Well, then this other professional services, let's have that include the code enforcement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
We should
Go
set up
set.
another account for that.
Yeah, well, set up another account, but to start with,
Increase that to 30?
make it 30.
Yeah, so right now, the other professional services, 307, we're gonna add
And then we'll just pull it out in a code enforcement one.
So now we have the building inspection services, and we budget for the umbrella, if you will.
Yeah,
We've added some things in here. Doesn't include that extra. Bet you that 21,000.
I'm good with that.
Software and IT support.
Buck an hour.
2,000.
So, talk about, so that my minutes came out of this,
Oh,
laptop batteries, but we did have Adam say that it might, he hasn't gotten hold of us.
yeah. Well, luckily we haven't needed them a lot, but we also have to upgrade the server, right?
Yeah,
Said to do it this year, or this year or next.
actually, a new operating system is 4,000 to 6,000, and we have to have it by,
Well, then we're digging into budget to do it.
Right, but let's budget, I would budget it,
Put 6 grand?
put 6 grand in there just so it's covered.
That's in 27.
Well, we can pay the bill in 27.
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna.
Well, but this is what do we think our software and IT support for
Right.
2027?
I'd say 6,000 plus.
Okay,
Because you got, what if we do have to have new computer or a new laptop or,
1,000?
8,000, I mean,
1,000 it is.
yeah, 8,000.
Bought a new laptop and it was
That's expensive one.
and it doesn't work, I gotta send it back.
Yeah.
You have to play a video.
Well, and I think we have laptops and stuff we can use here until they just aren't gonna work.
Patient at 6360.
that's our newspaper.
Well, that's a whole nother discussion.
So, okay, that's our postings, right?
These
No.
are our newspaper.
Oh, our newsletter.
News. Well, and then that thing for, what's his name? Pay for,
That's that.
that
Two.
Princeton?
Yeah, it's for the insert.
What will we do with the Union Eagle? Every time we do advertising, you said the newspaper.
No, it's the insert in the Princeton and Zimmerman
This
today.
is our newsletter.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is our newsletter only.
This is just a news.
Yes, that's Steve Conklin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're on the same page.
But we're not
Well, I think,
cutting back on that.
I'm,
Remember?
huh?
Cutting back, right?
Well, I think that's a discussion we need to do we could do our own for 6 grand.
Well, we were doing it for 4,500 before and
Yeah.
with kibosh.
Yeah.
5 grand?
Well, year to date, what are we already on the hook for?
6 grand.
No, that's what
63.
we spent year to date.
That's 6361, right?
Correct.
So it's about 3,000 to 3,200 for the last.
So we're planning on doing this
every other month. But are you gonna plan on doing this in 2027?
I think quarterly is fine. I
I
mean, that's something, discuss, but I think,
Well,
I think
if
we
we're
can do
gonna
it
not-
quarterly.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not gonna do it in 27.
I personally think we're not getting what we were sold.
yeah, I agree with you.
And so I'm thinking that we don't budget it. I think we do our own newsletter. We get our own advertising. There'd be people that would advertise in it. That
But
would
would that-
offset our deal.
Would that come out of this then, the communication?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, if we put,
$2,000 in there to start with and see where we're at.
Well, we know one publishing of what we use. First of all, can we be done with Conklin? Second of all, this is 27. So the discussion we're having, if we're gonna. Right? So, and if we wanna do that, I would suggest that we leave this in here. So it costs us 3,000 every time.
But do you wanna do 2,000 like they said?
that was 4,500.
Yes.
We're gonna do advertisement.
Yeah, but if we do Mary had talked about advertising. I don't want to get in a big discussion, but she had talked about getting ads and
Oh, right.
we do basically like that, but with our own deal and send it just to Baldwin residents.
But are we gonna send that out every other month, or are we gonna switch it to quarterly?
Quarterly.
But so we have spent what we're on, if we're gonna do it every other month, so roughly 3,000 a deal. Finish out 2026. So we've got 6,000, there's gonna be another $12,000
Well,
to finish out 2026.
again, I think we have that discussion, but I think we stop. I think
Do you just want to put 10,000 for right now?
Anyway, I think that we're gonna need to do something. We're gonna wanna budget for something, because even if we do, at least 10,000, like Mr. Rich said, chances in 2027 of doing something.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
10,000.
justify.
Yeah. How about postage, 500?
No, that has nothing to do with communication.
Yeah, I'd say
409.
it'd be like at 800 because we're already at 409.
We need 800? 10,000. Employment ads, do you need?
Don't have any need.
Grand so far, 4,000?
Is that the copier then?
I like that, $4,000.
What is it for?
For Lundy.
Okay,
Actually,
okay, that's what I was wondering.
4,000?
Yep. Legal notice, 2,300, 2,500?
Insurance for this, general liability,
10,000?
rentals,
Scissor lift.
For $125. So
what is that?
we had rentals budgeted at 6
But we have rentals, we increased to $3,000
others.
for the road and bridge.
rentals just for
Remember we had rentals, we increased to 3,000 for
Yep.
road and bridge?
Yep. But that was for stuff away from this area.
Let's make this 2,000.
2,000?
2,000? $500?
This one
Dues
needs
and
to be
sold.
increased, cause this is
I
a
can see
League of
that.
Minnesota cities.
15,000, or do we need more?
$15?
Okay,
Fun Fest?
this where we're donating? Match or? That comes
Yeah,
as-
so this is the other one, so half of it. I got it written out on my desk.
Cause we did,
500?
I think we did 4 grand last year, didn't we? That, 2,000 for park and 2,000? For
If you want me to
general?
go look, I can.
I think we did that, we split it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that much.
Department meeting tomorrow. Normal second meeting Wednesday, park meeting Thursday. Skid Road and Queens. Black screen, 'cause-
Is that who you're going to?
no, that's where I was Friday night. I'm going down.
Can't
Is
see
that
him
Billy?
anymore.
Billy's the only one playing, right?
One of them's dead.
Billy, who's the other one?
25 Fun Fest for expenses was 49. For 2026, 1,000 is coming out of the general fund
Yep,
first,
see?
and then 2,000 for parks.
2,000?
0, 0.
0.
Planning and zoning, 0.
So 2,000 on,
Yep. Then what's?
One section left here,
Yep,
guys.
salary and wages. Want to do that, 7 grand?
Government buildings.
So that's public works when they're mowing.
They already have.
7,000?
7,000. Then Joan,
What do
Joan,
you want for salary?
7,000.
and Joan for the next 5. Operating supplies.
Cleaning supplies.
3,000? We're already at 1,400. 2,000? Okay.
Hope you guys don't expect.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
That's basically just any.
$500?
that airlines or was that hydraulic lines?
That's gonna be on the building, right?
Yep. 500?
other professional services.
W.
Where we spent 5,300.
Oh, yep.
The
Mark
lights.
sewer.
Oh, boy.
Budgeted, we're already
10? Okay. Software and IT support, we're at, God, that's almost 10.
So that's, our website, we got text.gov.
Want to put 10,000 or do you need more?
I think it should be,
You got Banyan. Of
15?
So what's the total number for that?
yeah, I was gonna say,
Maybe
make it
closer to
15.
15,
Plus, if
16.
we're gonna do that premium, we haven't paid.
Okay. Telephone and internet? Want to do 5?
Well, we budgeted 7, so. Yeah, so we had plenty in there. 4,000. Yeah, how about 6?
Fuel. Is that you going?
What did we put on software?
Put 150, because we're at 67.
On what?
Fuel?
That's a lot
15,000.
more gas here.
Let's do 150.
150?
Yeah. I'll do, for electric and gas, let's do 6,000. We're at,
Yeah, gas really went up.
Equipment,
0 the rest of them?
oh, what's a refusal disposal? Is that our monthly
Yeah,
garbage
that's
here?
our 16,000. That's the one
Oh,
we'll
it's
put everything
16,
in.
okay,
It's
we're
16.
combining, okay. Then what's the repair and make?
Yeah, we got zeros spent on all 3 of them.
Do we need them 0 or?
let's do that.
100?
Rentals,
A lot of rentals going on.
But that would be rentals here.
Like a rug
A
doctor or
lift,
something
a
or?
lift, yep, or a rug doctor,
Something,
yeah.
cleaning, something, 500, okay. To clean the carpets or whatever.
Rent 80s.
What's that for?
buildings and structures.
What does that mean?
Building is generally a housing type unit.
I'm good. What-
85, it's called good.
Building instruction, what does it mean? What are we doing with it?
85.
285.
Housing.
Oh, shoot. we
Oh,
gotta-
yeah, I missed it, it was so small.
That's a real one.
Yeah,
We had the one here that's 750, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
2,000?
3,000?
Miscellaneous 0. Gopher feet. Leave it at 1,200. Play it safe.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's it now, right?
Now we're done.
We have been all the way around the map.
Except for Jones having to do all their
What was the gopher fee?
1,200.
1,200.
So I think what we should do, as, at the next meeting, just to wrap up, at the next meeting on Wednesday, we'll see where Joan is on getting all of this put together. Schedule another budget meeting, these line items, and have that to look at. See where we can realistically make amendments. Start looking at what our revenues are, all those kind of things, and put together. Technically, this really is cost, I don't even want to do the math. I mean, there's a couple of big numbers changed spots there, but I think
I don't think it was super drastic. There was some, I know it's up a little
We'll
bit.
see once it's all added up.
so. With that in mind, I would.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
That's the first time I ever got to do that.
Good job.
Second, any further discussion? None, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. We are adjourned at 10:30.
Oh, just so you guys know,